been talking a lot about the AO1 charity softball game that is happening tonight here in Fargo at Newman Outdoor Field. There's going to be a lot of former Bison players, including Kyle.
Yeah, one former player won't be playing, but is a member of Carson Wentz's team in Philadelphia, his AO1 team. And Cole Davis joins us this morning. Cole, you're a new member of the AO1 team. Obviously, you've known Carson for a long time. Got to, know him and Easton. So kind of just tell us like how it all came about, you joining AO1, and when exactly did you join it?
Yeah, so I've been with AO1 for about a year April, and so graduated from NDSU in 17 or December of 17, and just kind of was looking for a job in Fargo for a couple months, had some interviews lined up, nothing was really working out, and I was about to land something, and then just being a good buddy of Carson's, we always kept in contact and was keeping him up to date on how the job search was going. And East and I always joked about how we were going to live in Carson's basement someday and work for him, but didn't really think it would happen, but it did. And so he calls me one day and asks how things are going, and we're talking, and I kind of sarcastically say, why is it, you got a job for me or something? He's like, well, it's kind of the reason I called you. And a few weeks later, I was out there hanging out with him and Zach for a couple of days, getting a feel for things out in Philly, and then a couple of weeks after that, I was out there for good.
We'd like to talk about Carson and playing. You guys are football players, and I said, okay, we're not going to just talk football because there's so much more to Carson Wentz than just Carson on the field. And that's where your role comes in. He needed someone that he trusted to help take care of something that really has his whole heart. For sure, and he wanted like-minded people with the same values, and it's people he's built a relationship here in Fargo. And he realized that he had a platform, or he was going to have a platform in the NFL, and a lot of guys wait a few years to start their foundation, wait till they're vets in the NFL. But like I said, he realized he had this platform, and he figured, why wait? I want to get started on this now.
Cole, I know, obviously AO1's doing a lot of great things. We have the softball game going on to raise money. Can you just kind of talk about, what you guys have going on, what you're doing in Philly, maybe some things you're doing back in North Dakota?
Yeah, so we're a Christ-centered nonprofit focused on blessing people with food, sports, and through the outdoors. So the food part, which I'm sure you guys may have seen, is a big green food truck we've rolled out in Philly. It provides free food. It's for everyone. And we actually brought it back to North Dakota. It's serving at the game from 3:30 to 5:30, and then at Shields on Friday from noon to 2, and then at Bismarck Shields on Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. And so that's been great. We unveiled it last fall in Philly. It was at every Eagles home game. The city really loved it, really enjoyed being around it. And the outdoors, we have our Camp Conquerors and our Mountain Movers program. It's Camp Conquerors is a camp for kids age 11 to 15 who have gone through a medical battle in their life. It's focused on celebrating what they've conquered. It's out in Garrison at the Triangle Y Camp. It's actually this weekend, so we're really looking forward to that. I think we got around 60 kids this year. We had 40 last year. And then our Mountain Movers program is kind of for the same type of kid who has gone through some sort of battle in their life. And Carson and his brother are really passionate about the outdoors, and so they wanted a part of the foundation to be centered in the outdoors. And so taking kids on hunts, it's not so much about the harvesting of an animal, but the experience, getting them away from their circumstance and whatever they're going through in their life.
And we've talked to some of the young cancer patients that have gone to this camp. It's really incredible. And I love, too, that in Philly, they think that he's their boy, but I love that he brings it back here and he's taking care of people here in Fargo and North Dakota, really, as well. He hasn't forgotten where he came from.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming in. Good luck at the game tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, stay with us. Coming up on today's show, we're previewing another new restaurant that's popping up in West Fargo.